Hello and welcome back to Be a Quirky Writer. Now you might know this by now, but most of the times I am vehemently opposed to remakes in general. I see them more as low-tier cash grabs that prey on nostalgia. And I get it, it's the capitalistic nature of the market right now. But still, that is why, in my opinion, in the cinematographic industry, we see so many movies that are just flops because they are remaking the original material, but they are remaking it poorly. How about the anime world, however? You see, in recent years, there have been various remakes that actually worked. So that's why I'm here. Just to let you know, I'm not going to be discussing series that were cut short and then remade, like completed, something such as Full Metal Alchemist once the manga was finished, and I'm not even going to touch longer mangas such as Berserk or JoJo. Anyway, let's talk about remakes. Chronologically speaking, I think one of the most important influences for the reboot craze started somewhere in 2018, back when Devilman Crybaby came out. Originally, Devilman was a 5-volume manga, very crude at its core and very gritty. Its main limitation was the style. Think about how most manga were drawn back then. The 2018 version, however, took all of the strong points and then added a couple of things. It had a very bombastic and colorful animation style, which however still managed to pay homage to the original character design. It also featured a techno-ish soundtrack which for some reason fitted perfectly with the plot and general depiction. Then, in 2019, we had Dororo. Now, bear in mind that more than a remake, it is a re-elaboration of the original work. The characters and premise stay the same, but there are some differences here and there. What I have to say about Dororo is that it is quintessentially a bone-chilling viewing experience. Consider that back then the anime industry had already begun to feel somewhat stagnant given the massive flow of your run-of-the-mill isekai that was coming out. Dororo, however, was paradoxically a breath of fresh air. Within the same year of Dororo, Fruit Basket was also reanimated, and it just felt like a solid and enjoyable watch. And in more recent times, Urusei Yatsura and Ranma 1/2 have followed suit. These remakes just add a layer of well-deserved polish to the original anime. The colors feel vibrant, alive, but the story and arcs remain largely just the same. We already know the characters and how their story will progress, but the viewing experience is still very much pleasant. It may be nostalgia at work, but all of these examples never feel like a cash grab. So how does the anime industry manage to make solid reboots while, for instance, Hollywood is witnessing a larger and larger number of box office flops with their movies? I would argue that it comes down to a basic understanding of the original work itself, its strong points, what made it good, and ultimately why it managed to echo within the fans and viewers. Now, I wouldn't say that the anime industry caters exclusively to the needs of the fans, as there are still many productions that just rely on making money with your run-of-the-mill and banal anime. That much is a given. In many other cases, however, especially with the remakes that I have considered thus far for this video, it shows that at the very least, a modicum of work has gone into assuring that the fans would still appreciate the new product and feel, at least partially, as they did with the original work. Anyway, in the description down below I will leave some links to articles where I discuss some of these anime and themes more in detail. With that said and done, that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to breathe, don't forget to smile. See you all in the next video.